Hello, my friends. Today, I will guide you into the dark art of wearing masks, not just to survive, but to trap, control, and destroy. This will be a series of shadows, each mask shaped to hit the weak spots of your targets, those souls you drain for your own gain. We start with the childish mask, the forever Peter Pan, the pretend ignorant, the fake innocent, the charming naive. For most people, childhood is a toxic memory, a craving that weakens them and blinds them to reality. And you'll give it to them, but twisted, like a hidden curse. Be playful and carefree, but let your fake ease hang over them like a dark cloud, choking their strength. Don't worry about anything. Make them carry the load while you glow with extreme optimism, a poison that spreads and breaks them down. Act dumb when it helps you, seem helpless, and use your weakness like a knife to pull out their sympathy. People are hooked by the weird and unexplained. They think, how does he do that? How can I get it? That's how you earn their trust and grab the power to shatter their lives. Wear this mask for real, or it breaks apart. Act younger and more fun. See the world like a naive kid. But convince yourself first, like an actor lost in the part. This is the key trick for every mask. Sink into it, and you'll come out unstoppable. Listen closely, for this mask hides types you must master. Blend it into your weapons. Be the innocent. Play up your weaknesses and confusion about the world to force laughs and suck in sympathy like blood. As clever hunters, exaggerate your helplessness like kids who ignore good and evil because you pick the mess on purpose. Don't hide your flaws. Turn them into secret blades that cut through guards. Call on the imp. Bold and ignoring consequences, throwing rules away like a wild child. Stay untamed as an adult, your fun a spreading chaos like a disease. Be cheeky, never say sorry. A wink shows nothing matters except your control. Become the wonder child. Show talents that look natural, like music, sports, or smarts, as if they come easy from nowhere. Hold on to that kid-like impulse. Create on the fly in the dark, but hide the hard work so it seems like magic they worship. Finally, be the undefended lover. Stay open and soft, without the walls adults build. This is the most deadly. It melts their defenses, creates pull, and traps them in your net. Bend easily, pretend they shape you, or fake it perfectly. This makes you tempting and young and impossible to escape. Childhood, that lost golden paradise we all chase like fools. I've mastered stirring that longing in others. In my presence, they feel safe, as if a whisper of innocence fills the air. Their suspicious glare turns to helpless delight. They believe I'm real, spontaneous, sincere, a natural through and through. But behind my childish smile hides cold calculation. I know exactly what I'm doing. Much of my naivety is genuine, but I sharpen parts of it on purpose. A calculated move in the game of seduction. I remember. Even as a boy, I uncovered the power of innocence. With wide, wondering eyes and a show of helplessness, I'd melt the anger of adults. A cry here, an innocent smile there, and suddenly I got food, cash, whatever I desired. Kids aren't as clueless as you think. Early on, I sensed how to wield my charm to soften my weakness in this gray, grown-up world. I became a beacon of light in their dull existence, flipping the switch as needed. One moment the innocent pleading for scraps. The next, a cheeky brat with a crooked grin, earning forgiveness just in time. I never lost that child's strategy. I honed it into a weapon. Your own story, tragic or not, you must shape to fit this mold. Now, as an adult, I'm a master of the stage. I enter a room with hesitant steps, looking a bit lost. My clothes are simple, slightly oversized, like a boy in his father's suit. I seem harmless, no threat at all. If I stumble and nearly spill my drink, a shy, embarrassed smile crosses my face. They chuckle. Some laugh softly. How cute, I hear them whisper. Perfect. Their laughter blends with pity, that irresistible mix of humor and sympathy. One timid glance from me, a little awkward, and they rush to help, guide, protect. Without effort, they feel for me. Their eyes cloud with sentimental fog, and they miss how I'm pulling strings, steering them to my will. Let them see you as smaller, never a rival. Set your ego aside and focus on the perfect victory. That's what matters in the end. It may sting to play the lesser part, to know you're better, yet hide it, but try it. For some archetypes, it's the surest path to win. Weakness is my strength. I turn every flaw, uncertainty, clumsiness, ignorance into a tool. I show weakness indirectly, through glances, through moments I orchestrate. Never boast or flex power. No, my strength lies in the powerlessness I fake. They see a lamb, not the wolf I am. They feel superior, comfortable, while I, the innocent fool, the harmless seducer, wrap them around my finger with subtle gestures. But it goes beyond innocence. There's a rascal in me, an imp, wild and unpredictable. It flashes in my eyes. I recall a night at a stiff, elite gathering, their talk dull and rigid. I slipped in a playful jab at the host. A gasp, shock, outrage. But I tilted my head, grinned and winked. Silence for a beat, then laughter broke out, free and relieved. My boldness shattered the tension. I was the naughty kid saying what no one dared, and because I seemed so lovably fearless, they forgave me instantly. No apology, no downward glance. Sorries break the spell. I'm simply a natural, an anomaly in this gray world. A sparkle in my eyes shows I take nothing seriously, and they forgive it all. They envy my daring, the freedom they only dream of. They take life so seriously, planning every step, presenting themselves as perfect, yet wonder, how does he achieve what we do when we toil so hard? In the end, the freedom of a soul wins, a truth no one can ignore. I fear no fallout when I pull my little pranks. Like a kid blind to consequences, I act bold and free, a spark that sets their world ablaze. My vibe screams, life is a game. Who can resist? The people around me shed their heavy cloaks of seriousness, caught in my infectious joy. They crave to join my fun, to taste my freedom. Even if I overstep, treading on their fragile egos, they let it slide, because I'm too charming to mean harm. The golden rule, never bow in regret, show no shame. A natural never apologizes for his zest for life. I just smirk at my own mischief, and the spell holds tight. Their grim faces turn to childlike thrill, their guards crumble. But beware, one flicker of doubt from me, a trace of unease, and the illusion shatters. They'd sense the intent behind my play, so I permit no hesitation. I lose myself in the role, burning with a child's fire. The more I believe my own lie, the truer it becomes. I dive in fully, no space for half-hearted masks. The world bows to those who dare to seem utterly mad. They're forgiven far more than the adult who plays kid with restraint. Look at me. My body language is open, unguarded. I stand loose, arms relaxed, palms out, signaling I hide nothing. My walk is light, sometimes a playful dance, never the stiff trudge of the world weary. Don't take yourself too seriously. It's your greatest ally. Every move feels impulsive, natural. I pulse with youthful energy. They say a child's spirit keeps you young. Maybe it's a trick, but I look younger than my years. My eyes gleam with wild curiosity. My voice shifts, soft and awed one moment, brimming with excitement the next. I speak simply, ask naive questions, laugh boldly at the right moments. Successful people love to talk about themselves, and their advice can be gold. Trust me, I once leaned into my antisocial streak, but it leads nowhere. Not always. With every fiber, I signal, I'm harmless. I radiate a child's ease. The effect, they loosen up, tension melting away, their postures open, mirroring mine. They smile back without thinking. How could they not? While they're disarmed, I guide them gently. A compliment here, a sly remark there. Always light, never forced. My improvisation flows like a child at play. Practice hides behind my charm, but they'll never see it. Everything seems effortless. My words spark on the spot, my moves pure impulse. I conceal every ounce of effort, every calculated step. All I do feels raw, born from my soul. I've mastered the art of faking ease. They admire my talent, my spontaneous flair, and never suspect it's all a performance. They see potential in me, perhaps a reflection of a son who failed them, a kindred spirit they never found, someone to trust with their hidden sides. Now let me unveil my personal favorite. Like a child, lost in make-believe, I weave my own reality. With words and gestures, I craft vivid scenes, adventures, forbidden games, a world where we reign supreme. I lock eyes with my target and spin a playful lie. Perhaps that is a boy. I believe stars were the eyes of angels watching over us. My tone, brimming with innocent conviction, makes them swallow every word. I beckon them into my fairy tale, inviting them to dance in my dream. In my universe, my rules govern. The real world out there is gray and brutal, so they follow eagerly, craving escape. Most lack the courage to forge their own fantasies, so they cling to mine. Bewitched. I slip into roles, changing identities like masks. Today, the playful jester. Tomorrow, the innocent dreamer. Next, the passionate fool. Whatever the moment demands. I never take them too seriously. It's all a game, a dance of selves. But I dance with a child's fierce belief, making the illusion undeniable. The stranger and wilder my world, the stronger its pull. They can't look away. I'm the mad dreamer who shattered reality's chains, a beacon of temptation in their rigid, boxed-in lives. I've learned from my own shadows. Life hands you a script, but you don't have to follow it. Reinvent yourself, write your own tale. I've chosen mine, the natural seducer, the eternal young dreamer with a rascal's sly grin. And I play by my own rules. My rules for this dark seduction are simple, yet lethal. First, bear your vulnerability. Defenses choke the allure. A guarded stance shuts them down, so I expose my soft side, owning my flaws without excuse. Second, stay open, pliable, bend like a reed in the wind, never resisting. If attacked, I yield, dulling their blows. I take nothing personally, my calm disarming their walls, inviting them to reveal their own. Third, radiate an innocent glow. Gaze at the world with fresh wonder, as if seeing it for the first time. My actions brim with awe. My words weave gentleness and curiosity. My body pulses with ease and life. I smile often, warm, genuine. Fourth, keep a mischievous spark in your eye. Be playful, surprising, even bold, but never cruel. This daring fun hands you control. No one expects the fool's prank, so I set the game's rules. Fifth, embody effortlessness and improvisation. My actions seem spontaneous, born of the moment. I may rehearse in the shadows, but on life's stage, I hide every trace of effort, leaving room for true sparks, adapting to the now to keep it alive and fresh. Sixth, craft your own universe. Pull them into a story, a fantasy. People crave tales. Make them feel part of a secret game. In my presence, reality bends. A whisper of magic lingers in every word I speak. This masquerade endangers them, not me. Spellbound by my antics, they forget the threat I pose. My innocent face is the safest mask, and the deadliest. They never suspect the calculating mind behind these trusting eyes. Like moths drawn to a soft flame, they don't see how close they are to burning. I regress them to a childlike state of trust and obedience. In my glow, they become children again, guileless, curious, brimming with faith. Their souls lay bare, and I sow my desires deep within. This is psychological warfare at its most subtle. No force, no pressure, just seduction that slips past their conscious mind and burrows into their subconscious. Yet I tread a fine line, overplay the role, and it falters. The natural is a tool to wield with precision, a costume donned and shed with care. If I were always the hyper child, they'd dismiss me as foolish or pathetic. The act loses its edge with age. An old man playing boy invites scorn. I know this, so I balance it. I wield innocence only when it serves, measured and deliberate. I've mastered the switch. In an instant, I can trade the innocent gaze for a grave one. A true master of seduction controls every facet of the performance. Nothing in my show is ever truly random, no matter how free it appears. In the end, they dance to my tune, believing it's their own melody. I smile, a gentle, shy smile that glints with sly intent in my eyes. I am the natural, the born seducer. My childish grin is my sharpest blade. With a single glance, I disarm the proud. With a subtle jab to their childhood heart, I shatter their defenses. The mind game strikes deep, and they don't even feel the wound. I've already won. I'm inside their heads, controlling them without a hint of force. The innocent child has bound them in chains, and they smile through their captivity. But never forget your core, my shadows. When the mask risks being seen through, turn cold if you must. Shift to other masks, ones I'll reveal in time. Let them sense the darkness lurking within you. When they glimpse it, they'll respect you, fear you even, for the enigma you are. Welcome to the dark world of masks, my loyal ones. Let's play. Until next time, your Iovilius.